Hello, dear students. This is Mr. Ali, and today we are going to have a new lesson for Eng 102, New Language Leader 1, Unit 11, Lesson 4, with the title, The Environment, Study and Writing Skills. Today's objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will have identified why and when people write reports. This is your first objective, to identify why and when do you, out of all people, write reports. You will also read for gist, for specific information. And you will use the to and enough and the second conditional. You will also analyze why reports are organized, all right? How they are organized. Last but not least, you will have explored useful words and phrases used in reports. Hopefully, by the end of this class, we will have covered all of these objectives, at least the most essential ones out of all of them. Anyway, and hopefully by the end of this lesson, you will have covered why and how and when, etc., in regards to reports. So let's move on. Now, here we have a newsletter. You will have to read this newsletter because after reading this newsletter, you will have to answer the following questions that you can see now on your screen. First, let us read the questions, and then we will go back to the text, to the newsletter, and then, of course, analyze it, read for gist, and see what's happening here anyway. So let me just read the questions real quick here. Where did the text appear? Obvious. Who wrote the text? And why did they write the text? And who will read the text? Bear in mind these questions, all right? And let's go back to the text. You will have 5 to 6 minutes to read the text, and then we will go back to the questions and check out your answers. Um, all right then. We have Ali Mukhtar Mansour. He posted his answers right here. And we have also Sufyan. So all right then. Anyways, I think it's almost time to read. You have read the text, and let's check out the answers. Of course, there are no model answers per se. They're just for discussions and so on. So where did the text appear? As I said, it's obvious. Of course, it appeared in a newsletter. And question two, who wrote the text? Ali Mukhtar says Muhammad. Yes, and of course we have Jasim Abdul Amir. He said Muhammad. Also correct. So yes, the obvious answer here is that Muhammad wrote the answer. So this answers your question. Who wrote the report? Now, the other question, why? Why did they write the text? Why did Muhammad, write the text? We have Jasim here. Again, he said that turning the work to the homes for awareness. Yes, and of course, let's see other answers here. Ali Mukhtar, he says to inform employees of the importance of taking the pandemic seriously. Yeah, I like this answer. So yeah, we have to take the pandemic seriously and not joke about it. Let's see if there are more answers here. We have Turkey Dawadi, he says, to give information for the employees to work from their homes in order to limit social interactions as much as possible. Of course, why? That is to avoid the pandemic and to take, of course, the pandemic seriously, as Ali Mukhtar previously mentioned. Now, this is why did Muhammad write the report. Now, who will read the text? Your answers here, all of you wrote the employees. Yes, the employees of the company or whatever, they will read the text. So, there are, of course, plenty of reasons on why a person will write a report. All right? Be as it may, these reasons will vary. Mr. Ali will have his own reasons, Mr. Sadiq here will have his own reasons for writing a report, and so on. Each person has his own agenda, all right, that he wants to share with the rest of the community. So, as I said, there are many reasons, plenty of reasons, a plethora of reasons on why a person will write a report. I think this covers the first objective, all right? This covers the first objective, which was, let me remind myself, you will identify why and when people write reports. Check. We have achieved this objective. Now you know when people write reports. Of course, when they want to share some of their agenda, some of their thoughts, with others. And of course, why? It covers both reasons anyway, why and when. All right, moving. Now, what are reports? Just 1 minute. I think there's something wrong with this slide. All right, guys. All right, guys. I have just a small problem here with this slideshow here. So excuse me for that. Now, what are reports? Of course, you will have to read and fill the gaps with the correct word from the box, but I think this slideshow here automatically shows shows you the answers. So we can't do nothing about it right now, so excuse us. Anyways, so what are reports? Reports are documents which both give a reader information and ask the reader to do something with the information. So I have to give you something and you have to do something in return. So now, yes, Mr. Sadat, the slideshow is not showing. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We have technical issues anyway. Well, it works now. So yeah, this slide will show you what are reports. As I said previously, that you will have to read and fill in the gaps with the correct word from the box. Now, I mentioned that the slideshow automatically shows the answer, and now magically, somehow, it works. You see, we believe in magic here. So anyway, you have a set of words. I'll give you just 3 minutes because most of you already got the answers, I guess. So we will give a chance to other students to read, you know, comfortably here. Anyway, you have something, make, influence, accept, information. Just throw them in the correct gap. All right, 3 minutes counting down. All right, and we are back. As I can see here, many of you tried to answer the following, of course, the following question here. They filled the gap. Now, let's check together. I would like you, all of those who wrote, who tried to answer this, now check your answers. Now, let's go back to the main question. What are reports? As we said, that reports are documents which both give information and ask the reader to do something with the information. As I said previously, that when you are reading a report, of course, this report is asking you to do something about an issue, a problem. All right. For example, Mr. Ali will come and write an issue about, for example, the industry of making movies. Now, those who are in the movie industry, when they read this report, this piece of criticism maybe, they will have to do something about it in order to improve it. So we are looking for the word improvement here, all right? Constructionism. These are the words that we are looking for to improve, all right? And reports can be used to suggest new ideas and options, as I said, to improve something. That's why we suggest new ideas and options. Not all of the ideas are cool sometimes. Sometimes you just want to throw the person out of the window because of his stupid idea. Anyway, sometimes reports can be used to ask people to accept a point of view. Now, would you like to read a report that will force you to accept a certain point of view? Why? Why not? Reports can be used to influence, of course, decisions. And they can be used to ask people to make choices between alternative recommendations. Now, let me go back to the to my question here. I'll throw you a question. I'll throw away a question here. Will you accept? Are you okay with a report that forces you to accept a point of view, a certain point of view? Why? Why not? I'll give you 5 minutes to 7 minutes to, shower me with your brilliant answers to this question. Shoot away. All right, we are back online, and in regard to my question, I have Turkey is the Wadi. He said, no, because every human being has his own idea and his own decision in life. That's true. I agree with that, to say the least. I have Jasim Abdel Amir Mansour Said. He says, I am not forced to accept a point of view. How so? How you are not forced to accept a point of view? Would you care to elaborate? Muhammad Salman Khalil, he says, no, because there must be a team work and democracy. Yes, team work. Just like we are in a class right now, we are doing, I think, teamwork now, and we are sharing our own ideas. This is a teamwork, I would say. So, yeah. Turkey, again, he said no, because every person has a point of view, and difference is something that distinguishes every person on the face of the earth. And because eating, okay, his convictions, ideas, and decisions in life matter. We cannot force anyone to do something. So the gist is that we cannot force anyone to do something. I have Muhammad Isa. Muhammad Isa. He says, no, because I always make my own decisions. I do not want anybody to force me to do something that I do not want. Yes, Muhammad, I salute you for that, but I hope you do not make bad decisions anyway. So, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing your own thoughts here. Moving on. Now, who needs to write a report? Workers of all kinds and students. Students write reports on daily basis. It's an important skill to have and practice. Well, as I said, it's like anyone can write a report anyway. All right. Notes on how to write a report. Well, you have some tips here. 1. A report will usually follow a simple format, a layout, which can be identified over and over and over again. 2. You will use headings, subheadings, and bullet points. 3. Remember to use full sentences and new paragraphs for new ideas or parts. All right? Do not clutter them all together. 4. The format may be influenced by the purpose and length of the report. Again, the first 3 tips, I would say, are the most essential ones. Steps of writing a report. There are 5 identifiable sections in most short reports, and these are the 5 sections. You will have, of course, to have a title. You will have to have a title. Inject an introduction, discussion, recommendation, and finally, a conclusion and a summary of the report. So these are the 5 sections that you should be aware of. Title, introduction, discussion. You'll have to discuss your point. All right. Try to convince the other party of your point. You will have to recommend, and you will have to conclude and summarize in the end. Now you have a sample report. This is a plan for a new airport. All right. As you can see, it is dissected into different sections. All right. As you can see here, if you can see the mouse hovering, can you see the mouse hovering here? All right. So this is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, as here, you will have to read and match the steps to the paragraphs of the report. As you can see here, you have 5 sections. You have 5 sections: title, introduction, discussion, recommendation, and conclusion. Now, I cannot show you both slides here, so I will go back now. I'll just show you this slide. It has 2 sections. You will have 3 minutes to read, not 3 minutes, of course it's a lengthy one, 5 minutes to read this one, and then just identify the 2 sections for now. All right, just identify the 2 sections. Section 1, what is it? Section 2, what is it? All right. I think we have 3 sections here anyway. We are missing one. As you can see, my mouse is hovering over here. This is a section. So anyway, take your time, 4 to 5 minutes, read it. Then I will show you the next slide before we end the lesson. All right. By now you have read these sections or the section of this report. Okay. Now you can read the next part of the report. You will have another 5 minutes before I show you the whole model answer of this report. And that's it for now. Okay. Have 5 minutes to read this report. All right, then we are back, and of course, you have had enough time to read the sample report. Well, as you can see, of course, you have the title here, the title of the report, and then you have the introduction and the discussion. Now, here it discusses, how the majority of the residents were building, were for building a new airport. It's like they are with building new airport, new airport, not report. Sorry about this mistake. So yeah, now they are discussing why the majority want to see a new airport. And here, why the minority of residents are against building a new airport. It's like you discuss. People are with and people are against something. And number 4, you have your recommendation here, of course. And last but not least, the conclusion. By the end of this semester, you are expected to be able to write a short report by choosing one of the following topics. Not now, of course, but by the end of this semester anyway. You have topic number 1, suspending schooling during COVID-19 outbreak. Write a report about it. Discuss the issue. Discuss the problem that most parents are with, and other parents are against, suspending schooling. 2, smoking and its effect on health. 3, social media and its influence in society. I love the last one, the topic of the last one. I don't know, because I can see now that social media is affecting many people in many different ways. So, you will have your form right now. It's about phrasal verbs, the lesson that we had yesterday. Try to do it, have fun with it, learn about phrasal verbs. And that's it. We will conclude this lesson. Also, لا تنسون حاطين لكم استبيان هني في الشات. حاولوا تسوونه. ضروري تسوونه بالأحرى. And that's it. Now, let me just publish the link of the form. Yes, I just did. Okay, guys, have a nice day. Thank you so much. Excuse us for boring you with this lesson anyway. So, yeah. Okay, thank you.